And that feeds into your product ecosystem, doesn't it? And I think, in simple terms, a lot of people see this as a marketing funnel, but you call it a product ecosystem, don't you? This is step one of your product ecosystem.
It's a little bit different than a marketing funnel. A marketing funnel is about like badgering people with messages over and over until they buy. And if you're really good at a marketing funnel, you can do that in an elegant way. So you've got a landing page, and then you got email sequences, and I'm going to map out 76 emails over the next 12 months and wear you down. And if you say yes to this, then this sequence hits you. And if you click on this button, this sequence hits you. So if you think about marketing funnels being kind of mostly landing pages and emails, product ecosystems are a little bit different. These are actually things that deliver value, but at the same time as delivering value, you're building some trust. So for example, I went to Los Angeles and my friend took me to the Porsche 911 driving center. And I kind of thought to myself when we were going there in the car, I thought, a bit of a waste of time. I have zero real passion for Porsches. I'm not interested in Porsche 911s all that much. It'll be fun, but I kind of had this view of like, I've got other things I could be doing. I don't necessarily want to drive a car around a track, whatever. We'll do it. Why not? Anyway, I go and sit through the Porsche experience where they teach you about the car and they tell you a bit about the brand and the history in a really fun way. And then you get in the car and you start driving around the track following a professional driver. 90 minutes later, sign me up, right? I do not want to leave this experience without having the car, right? So suddenly you've got this emotional connection to the car. Suddenly you get it. You're like, oh, now I get it. Now I get why people are passionate about Porsches. So, the Porsche driving experience, I think, is $750. And the Porsche is $150,000. So, for 0.5% of the value of a Porsche, you're buying something that is a gateway drug to this. So that's that's a good example of a product ecosystem that even if that Porsche driving center was break even, they'd make money on the people who then go buy the Porsche.
Right. So it's proving the product. It's giving people an easy way in without spending the whole 150 grand. And obviously those numbers reflect whatever people's own businesses are.
If I go to my book, for example, if I was to try and spend $50,000 on ads, just badgering people about who I am and, I'm Daniel Priestley, buy my stuff, that would probably have, I don't know, I don't think it would have a great result. If I just print up a bunch of books and give them to sensible people and give them to people who are business owners, that's going to be just so much better. The credibility, the authority, the fact that it strikes people as a gift as opposed to marketing, that sort of stuff. So essentially most businesses, they need to have 4 products: gift, product for prospects, core offering, product for clients. So the gift and the product for prospects are the get to know you products, and the core business is the main central product, and the product for clients is the recurring revenue, ongoing subscription type products, the lifetime value products.
Okay, so let's and again, I'm sure the people listening go, "Oh, that's not going to work for my business. I only do insert normal business." Let's say I've got, I know we've used the example, Bill. I don't know why it's in my head. I've got a dry cleaning business. Okay, take me through that product ecosystem.
So if I owned a dry cleaning business, not that I would, but let's say I did, I'd probably identify pretty quickly that there are certain key relationships that pay significantly more than others. Let's say if I partner with a restaurant and I do all their uniforms, or I partner with a hotel and I do, certain dry cleaning on behalf of the hotel and stuff like that. So I would basically be saying, okay, the real business here is signing up hotels. So what am I going to do? I'm going to, here's what I might do.
Sorry, put you on the spot. I was putting you on the spot here, but go on.
Yeah, no, fine. No, I'll do it. I'll do it. Here's what I might do. I might find a little expert who has written a book about boutique hotels and how to run 5-star service for boutique hotels. I actually know someone who's done this, Joy Zareen. So I would hire Joy, and she's written a book on 5-star boutique hotel services and all that sort of stuff. So I get her, and I do once a quarter. She comes in and she does a talk on how to run a really great boutique hotel a boutique hotel. And what I would do is I'd do this at like $50 a ticket, and I would contact all the hotels in all the local area and bring them in to see this expert, and we'd host a little mini conference. And I'd position myself as the key person of influence who does dry cleaning for hotels, and that, we're really proud to have brought in this expert. And by the way, we'd love to talk to you about who does your dry cleaning. And I hope you get a lot out of today. And by the way, here's my diary. Let's make a time to talk about dry cleaning. And away we go. So I might do a quarterly event, which is all about having high standards and how to create really great impact with your guests, and then talk to people about that. So rather than promoting my dry cleaning, which is boring, I'm promoting something that is a product for prospects, an exciting, interesting first thing that then makes people go, actually, you know what? If this person cares about boutique hotels so much, this must be my commercial dry cleaner that I should be working with.
And then you get them
now,
in.
You've put me on the spot.
Yeah, no, that's great.
That's the first idea.
And I can see that. And then you get them in, maybe do a discount trial, and then you go, right, we'll do a subscription model. So you pay £500 a month, and we'll clean everything you've got. And
dry cleaners, dry cleaners are naturally recurring revenue businesses anyway. Perfect.
Okay, fantastic. Well done. Good answer. And I think the thing for listeners is, and I think that proves is, all you have to do is think a bit cleverly, a bit more laterally, and it's applicable to everybody's businesses. They can put this in place for whatever their business is, can't they?